Well, guys, I'm starting a little early today, only because I just posted a link I'd like you guys to go check out before my show actually starts. So I think I'm talking to nobody right now, so we'll just wait a few minutes and see if I get some people in here. How you doing, Dads? Hey, yeah, I'm early because I just posted a link at the top of the chat section here. Is a flyover of the Drake cement plant that I am trying to model. And I thought if I started early enough, you guys can go up there and check it out real quick. And I think it's only like 3 or 5 minutes, maybe 7 minutes most. So yeah, why don't you guys go ahead and click on that link and check it out. How you doing, Corey and Wilmer? Valleybrook. How you doing, Valleybrook? Good morning, afternoon. Yeah, it's middle of the night for you guys across the pond, right? Yeah, that's why I'm starting this a little early. I'd like for you guys to go check out that flyover of the cement plant that I'm trying to do. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Yeah, you can see most of the structures on there, but what's inside the structures, those tall towers and stuff. Uh, so we'll have to see how it goes when I start. Well, I started building it already, and it's just a lot of pieces that I can't really see that inside the structures that they're like, I don't know, pumps, heaters, or whatever they are. How you doing, Bruce? Did you watch that, Bruce? It's not a very long. I don't know. I think it was like 3 minutes or 5 minutes or something. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to model. How you doing, Rico? Yeah, 12:49 a.m. Middle of the night. Hey, bro, what better place to spend it than here with me, right? How you doing, Ralph? Glad to see you can make it. Yes, I'll be mentioning Ron's contest here very shortly. Just want to give you guys a little bit of time to go check out that video I posted up there. Um, this officially doesn't start for another 9 minutes, so that's why I'm starting early so you guys can check out that um, video I posted way up at the top of the chat section. How you doing, Lenny? Nice to see you make it tonight. Yeah, if I can only capture half of what that looks like, I'll be happy. So tonight we're going to do a little bit more on that after my announcements that I do. 12 people watching with 2 thumbs up. I like it. Thank you very much. How you doing, James? That's I'm doing that cement plant because it is prototypical to the layout to the area I am modeling. So I needed one industry up on the top section of the layout, so I decided to do that, and I think I might have bit off a bit more than I can chew. But like I said, as long as I can capture the essence of the project, I'll be happy with that. How you doing, Brady? Nice to see you make it in. I should be new there. Well, if you need to go, Valley Brook, I mean, that's cool. I understand that it's in the middle of the night for you guys. And it's just, I picked this time just out of random, and it seems to be working out for me. So, how you doing, Reed? Nice to see you make it in, buddy. I was telling everybody, and I'll keep saying this until it's actually really time to start this. But at the top of this chat section, there's a link that I'd like you guys to check out if you haven't checked out yet. It's of the cement plant that I am replicating or trying to replicate. So that's why I'm starting this early, so you guys can all go get a look at it and tell me what you think about it and see if you think I could copy it or whatever. Let's see. I still have part of it up there. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Joe G? How's it going, buddy? How's it going, Anthony? So let's see. We got about 7 minutes before the show actually starts. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Wilmer. That's a big plant, and I'm trying to copy as much of it as I can, but I'm limited to room. Like I told you guys the other night, I think I only have 2 feet and 4 feet, 2 feet by 4 feet, and part of that is with track on it. So I'm kind of really squished in there to get all of that stuff in there, especially where it goes across with the kiln. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough room for that. I'm gonna have to make the kiln really short. But anyhow, so 6 minutes and the show will officially start. You're at work, Joe? Wow, very cool. I'm glad you could make it in. For those of you that don't know Joe, Joe is a first responder, fire person that works in the town of Wickenburg, an area that's also on my layout, and I do have a model of his firehouse on my layout. You think I can do it, Valley Brook? Well, let's see if I can get this over there. There's part of it right there. See those blue silos? That's part of it. That's the main preheater tower, which is that 360-foot tower that they got, the tallest tower in the complex. Dream big man. Okay. How you doing, Ron Piskel? How's it going, buddy? All right. So 21 people. Hey, let's see if we can get me up to 60 people tonight. We got close last week. We got to 55 or 56. So let's see if we can get a little closer. How you doing, Andrew? Andrew Warman? Warman. I'm sorry. Really? You see how many steps there are in that place? Holy mackerel, man. Well, that structure, I think at the very beginning says it's says that it's 360 feet. I think it was 360 feet tall. Hey, no problem, buddy. Do I have a DCC giveaway? No, I don't have a DCC giveaway. And 4 minutes will officially start the show. I'm glad all you guys are here tonight. That makes me feel good. You must be liking what I'm doing here. How you doing, Jimmy? Nice to see you here. Tonight we're going to do a little bit more on the Drake cement plant, and this is going to be ongoing because I got a gazillion things I need to build for this plant. As you guys seen that, just watched that video. But yeah, so you know, it's going to take time, and I know it's going to take time. Oh, okay. I still have another hour of work to go. Yeah, well, okay. What part of the country you live in, Andrew? Hot Rod Ronnie's only half here. How do you do that? Which half of you is here? The top half or the bottom half? Oh, okay, live in Ohio. There's 2 people. Well, when I talk about some of the things I'm going to talk about, we'll link to that. Let's see. So we're at 4:58 my time. 2 more minutes and we'll start the show. Got 30 people watching, 11 ups. Like it, I like it, I like it. That's a good one, Roy. That was good. 13 hours, wow. So you must be making a lot of bank on that extra overtime, huh? Yeah, I know, Corey. It's a lot of work, and I got some of the structures built from whatever I can see. And like I mentioned earlier, as long as I can get the basic look of the company, the prototype, I'll be happy with that. I mean, really, it's just gonna be moving train cars in and out, basically, and maybe a couple of cement mixing, moving them around on the property or whatever. Um, but I'll do my best to see how I can come out with it. That's all I can do. Have you guys watched the reveal for the build I did for Gary Weiss? Pizza in the oven. It's Friday night. Why not? Tony, Railroad Preserver. How you doing, buddy? Glad to see you can make it in here. How you doing, Tony? Wow. What do you do, Andrew? That's a nice chunk of change. Is that for 2 weeks or 1 week or what is it? Yeah, me too. I'm dying to see. I mean, like I said earlier, I do have some of the components built. Thank you, Bruce. I appreciate that. Joshua Williams, how you doing, buddy? Where's Sparky? He might be on vacation. I don't know. I haven't heard from him for a couple of days. Oh, well, that's cool. 1 week's work, and he's a railroad worker. Well, how you doing, Ron B? Jeff, how's it going, buddy? All right, the show is officially going to start right now. I gave you guys an extra 15 minutes to check out the video I posted up there. So later on, if you guys want to check it out, you can. But please wait till all my announcements are done before you go. All right. For this live stream, my shout outs are going to be for two. One is going to be for playing with trains. He's got a new layout that he's doing, and today he was showing how, or actually his last video, he showed how to replace a manual switch motor on an Atlas turnout and put an electric motor on that. And now today he was doing the wire extension and so on and so forth. So you guys check him out. And Ralph, my good buddy, he's been posting these, and I really thank him for doing all the work that he does. As you can see, he just posted playing with trains. The second person I'd like to talk about is my longtime subscriber, Lake Erie Railways, Rico. Rico has been with me probably, I'm going to say probably all the time that I've been on this channel. Maybe not all of it, maybe the past four years. Let me know if I'm right or wrong on that, Rico. Anyhow, Rico is into several different hobbies. Rico likes doing model trains, of course. That's why he's here. He also does other builds, and he shares his builds with his family. His family gets involved in doing the builds with him. So go check him out. And again, Ralph did a good job. He's got Lake Erie Railways up there right now. Hey, Ryan, how's it going, buddy? Glad to see you can make it in. John Tanzillo, how you doing, buddy? So, Ryan, did you get my message about the DD40? 4 or 5 years, I think. Yeah, it's been quite a while. Pedro's here, huh? Where is he? Hey, Pedro, how's it going, buddy? 36, halfway up to 60, guys. CS6 Baltimore Subdivision. Kelly, how's it going, buddy? Glad to see you can make it in tonight. Only got a few minutes. You got to go to work, make money. You got it, Ryan. Glad you're able to make it in, and hopefully we got Sunday straightened out. I'm looking forward to it. I've been doing some work on the layout myself today, laying out and cutting turnouts and so on and so forth, putting them in there. So we'll see how it goes. Anyhow, we'll talk to you later. How you doing, Z-Scale Ray? What's going on? Very cool, very cool. How you doing, Ethan Short? Oh, very cool, very cool. Yeah, that's fine. The time is fine, Ryan. Like I said, I got some stuff to do. My daughter's gone wedding dress shopping, and she wants me to go with her in the morning. So she said we'll be done by 1:30. So whenever you get here is just fine. No problem. All right. So those are my two shout outs for this week. And we can check them off. All right. First, I want to mention uh, Ron Piskel's contest. I want to thank him for doing that contest. It was pretty cool. There was a lot of entries in there. I don't know exactly the amount of entries that were in there. And the winner was a Weber Model Railroader. So, Ron, thanks very much for doing that contest. Also, another contest will be ending tomorrow. Will be Crooked River and Easton's contest. So you guys might want to go check him out and enter his contest. I think tomorrow is the last day for it. I'm pretty sure. So if you guys rush over there later on, don't leave my show. Go and check him out and join and get into his contest. So we did the mention of that. Now, at my intro to this week's live, I showed you this, and I showed you this. That box is what the t-shirts arrived in. Now they came a day early, which I was very happy about that because I had to make sure I got 6 of them to Kansas City to go to the show for my Australian buddies who's going to be there. Anyhow, this receipt you see right here is post office receipt. So yesterday, as soon as I got that box, which was supposed to be here today, but it got here yesterday, I immediately opened it up and I started packing t-shirts away. This morning at 8 o'clock, I was at the post office. And so you guys will all have your t-shirts Monday, Tuesday at the latest. Now, while we're on the subject of t-shirts, I want to tell you that I came really close to laying money out of my pocket on this. And the reason for that is because I didn't know certain things. And Sparky, if you're watching this or if you watch the replay of this, pay attention because this is how I almost got burned. Number one, extra large, 2XL, 3XL, and 4XL progress 50 cents per shirt each time. So in other words, a 16.50 for the XL would be 17. For the 2XL would be 17.50. For the 3XL would be 18 and 18.50. So that's one mistake I made that I learned. The second thing I learned was there was a difference as far as flat rate and just a regular box to send it somewhere. And for instance, I sent 2 boxes out today. Both of them had 6 t-shirts in it. One of them cost me $18 and the other one cost me $10. The reason was because the one that cost $10 was in a flat rate shipping box and the other wasn't. So I learned that today. So there were 4 boxes that actually five boxes that went out that were not flat rate boxes that I had to absorb the extra shipping on. So I don't want any extra money from you guys. Everything is cool. Everything is paid for. Everything is on its way to you guys. So I just want to tell you that it was an experience on doing this type of a deal. Now, my next question is, I don't know how to do this as far as a poll would go, but I was thinking for the next piece of merchandise that I want to do. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate that. For the next promotion type merchandise I want to do, other than t-shirts, because now with the first ones and the second one, there's probably 80 of my t-shirts out roaming around the country and across the world. So I was thinking either coffee mugs or caps. You guys let me know what you think you would like. And tomorrow when I look at this, or later on tonight when I look at this video, I will check it and see what the consensus would be. Mugs, Bruce Giroux says mugs. Container Man, I'll take a cap. John Tanzillo, mugs. Ethan Short, hats. Coffee. Yeah, that's right, Zochi. You run on coffee. I believe that. All right, well, anyhow, I'll check that out tomorrow or later on tonight. All right, so we got through the announcements. Next, last week's Super Chats. Container Man 68, Hot Rod Ronnie, Bruce Giroux, John Dilly, and Hastings BNSF N-Scale Modeler Anthony. Guys, thank you very much. I really, really appreciate that. It does help me out quite a bit. Hello, Gaffa. Chuck Smith, how's it going? Kevin Brown, how's it going, buddy? By the way, Kevin, your t-shirts are on the way. Should have maybe Monday. Coffee mug. How you doing, Otto? Oh, I guess I could show you the t-shirts, huh? It would be stupid if I didn't, right? There it is, guys. And I am so glad that I put the anyhow on there. I mean, that's me. That's my channel, you know. And I never did hear back. I think I told you guys about the story. The lady told me that she did not advise me to put as seen on YouTube here because they changed their policies as far as branding goes. So she gave me a link to apply for their permission, which I never got back. So I'll have to get in touch with them again because I really do want to put the logo on there. I mean, as seen on my channel, okay, what channel? You know, NBC, ABC, what? You know. Oh, thanks a lot, Valley Brook. I appreciate that, buddy. And that's coming all the way from across the pond. So, with those pieces of business out of the way, I guess I can put my book away. I am going to show you another part of the Drake cement plant that I am working on. First off, we're going to start with these guys. And I told you last week what size they were. I think they were 7/8 of an inch across, and I don't know. I think it was 18 feet tall, 20 feet. They're 20 feet tall. So here, basically, I put it in the jig and then put them in here, and then just ran the glue down the seams here. And so now, and I use the rubber band to hold it together. And so I take the rubber band off, and there's what I have. Now, I'm thinking, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do this or not, because some of the pictures I see in that Drake cement plant deal look like they could be steel, or it looks like they could be concrete. So what I did today on a scrap piece of this tubing is I took a piece of styrene, I don't know if you guys can see that, and I wrapped it around here just to see how it would look. And of course, there'd be two on here, spaced out evenly. I'm not sure if I want to do that. But so that takes care of the storage that are going to be in this part. Now, if you remember last week, we started building a table for this. And at that time, I only had the 4 legs on there. Well, I decided because it's such a long platform, and I think it's 40 feet long, I decided to give it an extra leg here and then put the diags on here to give it some support. So basically what we're going to have is this and this. And I'm getting Facebook messages here. Now, again, because I really can't see what's going on top, and I will do this as a temporary thing, I'm going to put a small shack on top. And also, there'll be a conveyor that will go in here like that. And then we're going to need a roof. And that's what we're going to work on tonight, is the roof fit for this guy. Now, take this all away. And then, of course, you know that once this is together, then these guys will go down here on the bottom. And there'll be piping that'll go on there. And I'll show you the piping, what I'm going to do with the piping. Now, the piping is actually a tube, and I don't have the part number with me, but the next time I will show you the part number. But anyhow, it's a tube. And so what I did was I drilled it out just a little bit on this end so I can get this rod in there. And the purpose of the rod is to put it in here, and it gives me a very good gluing surface for the tube to stay in position when it's, when it's upside down. And then this, don't matter how long it will be, because it will be going through the floor and into the storage tanks. But that's going to be not tonight. Tonight we're going to concentrate on the roof of this and also the conveyor. So you can buy what I'm going to do from Evergreen, and Evergreen will charge you, I don't remember if it was 8, 10, or 12 bucks. Maybe if we can figure out how to get a camera. Oh, I guess I can use my cell phone. I just don't have a tripod for it. Is Vinny a member of the MRY? No, is that the British group, YouTube group? If it is, I'm not, and I've been meaning to get to it, but I just haven't had the time. So anyhow, what we're going to do is we're going to make this look like a steel panel roof, and you can see that I have lines drawn on there. But not only that, there are lines on there, but they're actually I actually grooved them with my knife. And the reason why I grooved it with my knife is because when you start putting the glue down, the glue will go inside the crack and it'll be less of a mess. I'm not saying you won't have a mess at all, but it will be less. Now, like I said, Evergreen does sell the kit where it's called a metal roof, and it comes with, I think, one sheet of 6x12 and then a bunch of these guys. Okay, so you can do the panels or whatever. Anyhow, this is number 110. I see it backwards, but I think you guys have seen it straight. So it's 15 thousandths by 20 thousandths. And so what we'll do, and I do this all the time, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually secure the roof to the building, because as you can see, we've got a big old bow in there, and that happened after I started grooving out the plastic. And I'm going to keep the tape on the bottom and put it on there, and we're just going to go ahead and glue this down to the building and let it dry, and then we'll start putting these guys on there. Okay, so first thing we need to do, first of all, is take off the masking tape. And you guys all know that I don't glue on top of paint. And guys, I showed you at the very beginning of my live streams how to do scratch builds. And a building is nothing more than 4 walls, a roof, and a floor, no matter what size it is. And here's a comparison to this building compared to the one I just finished with Gary. It's still basically 4 walls. Lots of bracing in this because it is a smaller building. It also has a floor on it because it's got to sit on top of the silos or storage tanks. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get my my Model Masters glue. I'm just going to glue this, and I'm going to have to hold this one because it does want to spring up. And once this is down, then we'll start doing the other stuff. Anyhow, I guess we shall begin. Guys, I'm not watching the chat, so if anybody's got questions, like I always say, I always watch this, and if there's any questions that I miss, I will be watching it later on, and I will be answering those in the section down below, in the comment section down below. All right, so we're going to hold this here for a few minutes. Feels good. That feels a little off right there. All right. All right, so while we're holding this, I can see quick talk about Vinny. I caught you, Gopher. I'll have to tell Roy to send me back a t-shirt if you be a bad boy. Roy will give you a timeout. Hey, Roy, have you heard from Sparky? Is he actually, has he gone away? Is he on vacation? I'm worried about my little brother not being here tonight. Oh, only 37 watching? Oh, come on, guys. I just want to, this is still a bit warpy. I may have to change this out altogether, but anyhow, 37 isn't enough. No, it's up to 40 now. Very cool. Who was at Ron's live test this morning? Oh, oh, that's right. He was. That's right. I did see him. I didn't get to see the live stream. I watched the video afterwards. And you're right. Sparky was there. Okay. So he doesn't love me anymore? Okay. I can see how that goes. Okay. Andrew, you need to be a little quiet about posting stuff for your channel. I'll give you time later on at the end of the show to actually tell people about your channel. Yeah, I saw that, Roy. It was just you and Sparky. Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, it's not fair if you do that, Andrew, and then everybody else starts doing it. So towards the end of the show, I always give you guys time to do that, to announce your channels and whatever, give out YouTube usernames and so on and so forth, whatever. All right, let's see. It feels like it's okay. It probably can stay a little bit more. But the first thing we're going to do with this is now, I also cut my pieces longer, so I don't have to measure them. I'll just do it and then cut it later, and I'll show you how I cut it. But anyhow, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the one down the center for the ridge. And you can see that we're going to make this, like I said, we're going to make it longer. And just give it a little cut like that. And you see my warpage is still warping. So let me see if I can get some glue under here and still hold it down. I'm sorry, guys, but this piece happened to be really, really bad. So we'll just have to help it along a little bit. I have to do the same thing on this side. This is what I mean about adapting and overcoming, guys. When you find a problem, you got to find a way to fix it. So, again, now if this don't work, this extra glue on the side pieces here, then we'll scrap this and we'll move on to the next project. Oh, really? That's different. Yes, you're right, Ron. I think you went through that, right? But what I should have done, I should have put some stiffeners in there before I put the roof on. I wasn't thinking about it. Right now, the only thing on my mind is actually getting my layout running. Because now September is next month, and I've been talking to you guys about September for about 3 or 4 months now. Well, guess what? It's here. And so Ryan is going to be at my house Sunday, and we're going to continue working on it. And like I said earlier, I was doing some work on it myself today, fitting turnouts in, fitting track in. So all we need to do is put it all together. I went out to the hobby shop today and bought some rail joiners, another 2 bags of rail joiners. I'm sorry, guys. I want to hold this. I really don't want to do this roof over again. Andrew, check your subs. Max's Model Railway. How you doing, buddy? And now you're buffering. Roy, where are you? I know you said. I think you said it earlier, but I don't remember. Very cool, Max. Got to hear it. You're right, Stu. It seems like it's unbelievable. It goes really fast. And the older you get, the faster it starts to go. It's like, wow, what's going on here? That's too funny. Wow. That's weird. Huh. I had gone for my my breathing test, as I was telling you guys I was going to be going for. And the guy who was in there, the technician who gave me the test, he was from New Jersey. And so, yeah, he was bickering about me being from New York, originally being from New York, and so on and so forth. And he made the visit easy. I mean, it was pretty cool. I mean, I've never seen it done, but it was pretty cool. All right. Well, I'm not going to waste too much more time on that. I could always secure that a little bit more later on. Anyhow, yeah, see how much it's moving? Wow, that's a lot. Huh. All right, well, I'm going to continue on this anyhow. It's only going to take a few minutes. All right, so like I said earlier, we're going to start with the ridge, and we're going to run a bead of glue. And then we're going to take our styrene, and we're going to put them right there, and we're going to tap them down. Now we'll let that dry for a couple of minutes. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to start doing these guys. And I know it takes a long time, but you know what? At the end, you get to pat yourself on the back and say, "Ah, look at that! I did that." And that's the best part about doing scratch building is that you get to get that enjoyment and that satisfaction that you built it. I hope those are all right. They look right. Now these spaces on here are at 4-foot intervals, because I think that's what a sheet of metal would be 4 foot. All right, let's stop there for now. Hey Lance, how's it going? All right, so now the trick with this is when your glue is flowing, you need to move fast so you don't get it all over the place. So I'm going to try. Let me get the glue going first. All right, just like that. And then you'll just take this piece and you'll put it right up to the ridge ridge part and put it in its groove. There you go. That looks good. So that's what the first one's going to look like. And you can see that it's overhanging here, and we'll trim that down later. How you doing, BNSF Bob? SB Mike, how's it going, buddy? Hope you want this, Nito. Stop you making me blush. All right, so now we do the same thing again. And getting older doesn't stop the shaking from happening either. And I don't, even if it gets sloppy when you paint it, it's not going to be too bad. You won't be able to notice it that bad. And you know, I shouldn't really be saying that, but it's the truth. I mean, it's inevitable, and when you work on a space that's this small, that you're going to get glue where you don't want glue. You can only do is be as careful as you can, and do what you got to do. Okay. Now, I don't think that any of these pieces that I'm using here are actually to scale, if you want to say. But again, at the very beginning, I told you your eyes and your brain are part of the toolkit that you need to have. Well, if it looked good to you, then most likely it's good. All right, so I don't think I'm going to do the entire thing here because I want to do something similar to this, because this right now just looks like a square tube. We're going to try and make it look something a little bit better than just a square tube. That'll be an internal conveyor that would transport material up to this building here. And you know what? Maybe we'll just finish this side up. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll go ahead and finish this, even if I don't have enough time to do the other thing. It's basically going to be the same principle as this. You like the way I measure, guys? That's the Vinny Sestito measuring device. That one's going to be too short. And we'll pull another one of these out. Hey, come back here, you. And I got a feeling that some of these might be a little bit too short, but we'll go with it anyhow. We'll see what we get. So I got quite a few here. I don't think it's going to be enough to do together. I'm probably going to have to pull another one of these styrene pieces out. It's cut pricey. Yep, that's it. You got it. Only thing is, Vinny doesn't do measuring. He eyeballs it. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that wasn't too short. You guys are saying, how's he going to trim those? I'll show you here real quick how these are going to get trimmed down. You got to let them dry first. I don't want them to move after we have them installed. So, all right. And we're going to let this side dry up, and we'll start on the conveyor while this guy is drying up. So, what I want to do with the conveyor is to actually make it look like they are aluminum sections. So we're going to take the same 110 number, because it seems to be a pretty good fit as far as scale goes. And this one. And again, I did groove these out with my knife, so there's a place for the glue to go, and hopefully not all over the place. And what I do is I start on the sides, and both sides, and then I put the top piece across there, so it looks finished when you look at it from the top. So what we're going to do, since this is a square tube, is if I can get this off up. My fingers just don't work the way they used to. Speaking of which, I think October 26th is when I'm going in for my operation on my hands. I'm sure that's going to put me out of commission for a while. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to make these longer than what they need to be. And I know I might be wasting material, but trust me, it works out a lot faster. Because you got to measure every one of those, rather than just take guesstimation on it. I know I'm going to need quite a few of these, so I'll just go ahead and keep cutting them. Oops, come back here. All right, let's see. Let's get started with this now. Now, what I'll do is I will make the bottom level and make the top long, and then we'll just cut the tops down. So let's see how we're going to do this. All right. See, like that was an extraordinary amount of glue. Okay. Here's one. And you know, guys, you could keep it as a square tube if you want, but the more detail you add to a structure, the better the structure looks. Just remember that anybody can build 4 walls. It's what you do with those 4 walls that make it personalized and looking good. Another thing is, you got to try and keep these pretty straight. They should be straight because I measured the lines with the square. Am I boring you guys yet? That's right. You guys in Australia, you're already into tomorrow. You're in Saturday already. I forget that all the time. Oops. So like I said, guys, the more detail you can put into a structure when you build it, the better it's going to look, and the more satisfied you're going to be when it's completed. I mean, I loved working on Gary's project because I was doing all new stuff with the water, with the sprinkler system, and the electrical conduit and stuff like that. That was fun for me. And you know, I could have added a whole bunch more conduit, because there's electrical outlets and light switches and da 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 da. But for my first time around, I thought I'd just do some basic stuff just to see how it looks. And if you guys watch the video, then I had problems. I had problems with the small plastic I was using for the conduit. It wouldn't stay bent using my heat and bend system. It wouldn't stay bent. So at the very end, I realized, you know what? Why don't I just use some piano wire? Well, duh. That's what I did. I used piano wire, and I should have used it right from the get-go. What do we got? 44? Come on, guys. 16 more. Get me up to 60. And this is what we got so far going on. Now, also, my buddy Chuck Baker, he has gotten a Cricut machine that he does stuff, and I believe that John Dilly had a decal done by Chuck. So you might want to check out John Dilly's his last not live stream, his last mail call. I think he showed what Chuck can do. Now, Chuck also on his channel has been doing a build of a watchtower, and he's using this Cricut machine to form all his parts. And we were talking about some things, and it might be of interest to me to get with Chuck on some stuff. So we'll see how that goes. And I think we're going to have enough just to do this one side, and then we'll get over to the roof section. And I think these two sections are all I'm going to do tonight. I don't feel like I should be doing this. I feel like I'm being rude to you guys. I'm not trying to be. It's just that, I'm just trying to show you guys how easy it is to do stuff, to make stuff look like what you think it should look like. And again, it's all perception. If you think that something's supposed to look like something and you do it that way and you think it's the way it's supposed to be, fine. That's the way it's supposed to be. I mean, you do get some rivet counters. Oh, you should have done this and you should have did that and blah, 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 blah. But like I know on the build I just did for Gary that I should have put a valve on the outside water pipe, the fire pipe stuff, but I didn't, only because I ran out of boxcars to get the brake wheels from. All right, so now we have a third of the section done on this. And then when I put the other side on, well, next thing we'll do is we're going to trim all those down, and then we'll put the other side on, do the same thing, make it longer, and then finally we'll put the top on, the cross piece on there. But like I said, I don't think I'm going to do that all tonight. I just feel like I'm being rude to you guys, not watching the chat and keeping up with what's going on. Pain in the caboose. Yes, they are. But like I say, if you guys capture the essence of what you're trying to build, then you succeeded. Simple, plain and simple. And that's basically all you have to do. We're at 54 minutes, but I started early, so we're going to let this go to an hour, at least an hour and 15 minutes. It's funny how small the world really is. I was in a conversation with John Dilly earlier. Actually, he was in a conversation with, I think, Roy Hardwick. He told Roy where he was, and he said Valencia, California. And I said, well, wait a minute. He worked for a Chevy dealership in Valencia, California. Well, you know what? I worked in the BMW dealership in Valencia, California, which was at that time was owned by the same person. So that just goes to show you how small the world really is. You work near somebody, you live near somebody, but you don't know that person for many, many years later. Basically what happened. Let's see, how much longer are we going to be for, boss? Max, are you talking to me? You're talking to me. Um, like I said, I started this about 15 minutes early, so I'm going to go an hour and 15 minutes. If you have to go, that's fine. I mean, I can't say, hey, you better stay here. You know, I'm going to shoot you. No, if you need to go, you need to go. Hey, Scrumptious, how's it going? And Rick, Plastic Butcher, how you doing, buddy? No, that's true. I really wouldn't want to paint it. By the way, all you guys that get my t-shirts, I gotta see a mail call, and then I need to see you wearing it. Okay. Oh God. Anyhow, yeah, I'm glad I got the anyhow put on there this time. Last time I forgot about it, and I actually David Durbin. David Durbin got his T-shirt, and he had his a lady friend of his put anyhow on the back. And he was at a train show, and Jack was walking behind him and saw anyhow on the back of his shirt. He says, "I know the guy who says that." And David turns around and says, "Yeah, that's my big brother Vinny." So yeah, Joe. I'm expecting to see you on Tuesday, if you can, hopefully, so I can give you your T-shirt. And maybe I'll even have a train running, be able to run a train. I think, yeah, I'll let Joe answer that. Oh, very cool, Roy. I appreciate that. I really do. You guys, you guys, you're not going to believe how I pack these things. I mean, I was putting, I was putting 3 T-shirts into a small flat rate box, just to save on shipping, because I knew when I was packing this stuff up, so, man, I'm going to be going into my pocket for the shipping. So I had to cut some corners somewhere. So anybody who got multiple T-shirts, you might find a small flat rate box at your door, but there'll be two T-shirts inside it. Is it Ethan Bro 420 here tonight? Because he's gonna be cool. And also John Dilly got T-shirts for their kids, and I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, so we'll see some kids running around with my T-shirts on it too. I'm just watching the chat here, guys. 46. We're not gonna make the 60, huh? Gee whiz, I'm disappointed. What train show is this? Who's talking about train show? That's right, you did. And I think you're one of the guys that got 2 T-shirts in a small box. And I asked me how I did that with a 2X or whatever it was you were at, 2X or extra large. I don't know which one you want. But yeah, I stuffed 2 of them in one box. Well, I'm hoping mail person. Hey, John, I was just talking about you. By the way, your T-shirts are in the mail. You should have them Monday. Same with you, Ron Bright. Well, Ron, you won't have yours Monday, but they will be in Kansas City next weekend with Martin. So, and I want to thank Roy Hardwick for doing that favor for me. I don't know if you guys know the story, but I told you this last week. I had 5 of my Australian subscribers. They wanted T-shirts. And when I checked the price of shipping, it was like crazy. It was like $16.50 for the T-shirt plus $23 to ship it. And I'm saying to myself, nah, these guys are never going to go for that. $50 for a T-shirt. That's insane. So Martin, who's one of the guys from Australia, is going to be in Kansas City next weekend at the train show. And Roy happens to be going to the train show in Kansas City also. So there was 5 T-shirts going to Australia, plus Roy's T-shirt I put in one box, and I shipped it to Roy. So when he gets it, he will take it to the train show with him and give it to Martin to take back to Australia. And that's how we're going to save 5 guys $23 each. Whew. Well, Bruce, if you get down there, make sure you wear your shirt. Got to advertise me. Oh, there's Ron. How you doing? New Haven Rails, Ron. Ron, you need to wait till the end of the show to do that little advertisement, please. So, Anthony, you're not going to be there. You live in Nebraska, unless you're traveling to Kansas City. Okay, thank you. Yep. What you do, Ron Toyman? You're bad. Sorry, Vinny. What'd you do? Oh, okay. I see. All right. No, not yet. Not yet. I mean, I know I'm over an hour, but like I started 15 minutes earlier with a special video I wanted the guys to watch. And if you want to watch it, that's at the way beginning of the chat section. There's a link up there you can check. It's of the cement plant that I'm doing. Also, if any of you other guys haven't seen that, after the show, please feel free to go up to the top of the chat and watch that video. It's okay. It gives me kind of an idea of what needs to be there, but it's still not 100% what I'd like to see. I tried to get a tour, and they just flat out told me no tours. So I got to do what I got to do the best I can see it. How you doing, Martin? I was just telling everybody your T-shirts are on the way to Roy's house right now, and you should have them. Post office guaranteed me delivery by Tuesday. So if they are correct, your T-shirts will be at the train show next weekend. The new did you watch the red building that you're talking about, Rick? Oh, is he here already? Is Martin already here in the States? Yeah. Like I mentioned in that video, is the first time I started doing some interior detailing like that. And you know as well as I do, when you start doing stuff repetitiously, you get better at it. And I know the conduit and it didn't look 100% good, and I was having problems with the plastic and this and that. So I just let it go like that. And I know Gary will understand that he actually got a lot more than what he paid for. So anyhow. Hey, Roy, I think I'm going to go for Taco Bell tonight. 49. You need 11 more for 60. But I think it's not going to happen tonight because we're already an hour and 4 minutes. And I only got 34 likes. Gee whiz, guys. It depends on what kind of details you're looking for, Tony. There's all kinds. You just have to go on eBay, and I don't remember all the people that I used to deal with. It's been a long time since I've dealt with them. How you doing, Al? Nice to see you. Pepper steak was good. Oh, John Dilley. Thank you, John. Appreciate it, buddy. Hey, you know, I was just telling everybody what a small world it is that you were working right down the block. Well, I don't know how long you've been at Chevy dealing. It's been quite a while since I left there in 2003. So that's the last time I worked for Terry York. That's who owned it at that time. But yeah, when I heard you talking about the Valencia and the Chevy dealership, I'm trying to think to myself, wait a minute, where's the Chevy dealership? I totally forgot about the auto mall block that was there. Yeah, so it's pretty funny. The Chevy deal was right on the corner, wasn't it? Or there's a medal for eating a pepper steak. Oh, container man, thank you, sir. Appreciate that, buddy. Appreciate it really good. It missed me by 2 years. Yeah. Yes, it still is. Okay. Oh, still is what? Owned by Terry York? I thought you said AutoNation took it over. All right. So in the meanwhile, we still got this guy to do. So basically, let me just get you back down here real quick, and we're going to go ahead and trim this up, and it'll be the same way for the other side also. So what I'll do is I'll take it and I'll put it on the side of the other slant, and I'll just take my knife and go up against the side of the roof and just trim, 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 just like that. Easy peasy. And then we got the two peaks. Do the same thing with the peak. Voila. And voila. And so now I have half a roof done. And I will do the rest of it sometime before the end of next week. And then maybe next week we'll do something. I don't know. We'll see. Somebody had mentioned to me they thought that doing a question and answer deal was pretty cool. So maybe I'll just do that next week. I'm not sure. We'll see. But you know, the hardest thing about doing these live streams is coming up with content. And Sparky and I have discussed this for a while now. You know, what kind of content you're going to do. Jesse was unable to make it tonight. Okay. I know GRE 2057 is Jesse. Thank you, Stu. I appreciate that. Oh, yeah, Terry York owns the property, but AutoNation leases it or whatever. I still got a friend that lives right around the corner from there. In fact, he's going to be coming out here to my daughter's wedding next May. He's got an awesome layout. Maybe I should see if I can hook you up with him. Go check out his layout. It used to be around the garage walls, and now it occupies the whole garage. It's been in progress for like 25 years. So yeah, he's had a lot of work going on in that. Question and answer sounds good. How long were you a Marine? No, I was never a Marine, sir. I was a Navy guy, a sailor, not a Marine. That would be great, Vinny. George, I like the question and answer chat also. Okay. Q&A sounds good. All right. So is your dad in the Navy? Live stream from Ryan's house. From Ryan's house. Oh, you know, we might, like Ryan was saying earlier when he was in here, we just may do a live stream of us working on the layout this Sunday. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, I can use my phone for a live stream, so we'll see how that goes. Yes, Vermont the Rail fan. Yes, sir. He's coming over Sunday. So you guys all want the question and answers, huh? You want to dig into my life and see what's going on. All right. I guess maybe we can arrange that. All right, we're at an hour and 9 minutes, so about another 7 minutes, another 6 minutes, and we'll call it good. 48, 49 was tops, huh? Okay, I'm sad about that. 39 thumbs up, that's cool. That should be like 48 and 48, should be equal. Need to have a structure section. Well, I'm doing a structure section right here. This is all a structure. I mean, it's not a building, but it's a structure. I don't have a intermodal yard. You know that. I saw 50 at one time. Oh, you did? Oh, all right. I'll know in the statistics after the show is over. Lumber yards that you model. No, a structured Q&A section, a structured Q&A section. I wish you like well, it's getting there. We're working on it slowly but surely. I don't have very much time to get it up and operational. Like I've been telling everybody, September 7th is my Friday to host the Santan Model Railroad Group at my house, and what's behind me is my yard, and it's not done yet. And that's what we're going to be working on Sunday. Get that done. Granddaddy, you doofus. The lumberyard said I'm out. What live stream from the intermodal yard, auto rack yard? I'm afraid you got me on that because the lumberyards are not even near where the intermodal yard used to be. Do a live stream from the intermodal yard on Grand Avenue. Oh, you're talking about the real thing? You want me to go down to the BNSF intermodal yard? No. You know what we'll do? Next time you come here, we'll go there. We'll go there, and we'll go to the auto rack facility also. Well, I don't know. I'll have to think about that. First of all, I'd have to find a place to park so I can get out and walk around. And second of all, I'll probably get thrown off the property or try and not even get too close. Pre-asked questions for you to answer, Vinny. Well, I don't know how that would work because I'm kind of limited to what I can do here with the YouTube live stream. I can't do any splash pages or anything like that. Scratch build cabin for campground. A selfish request. Thank you, Anthony. Scratch build cabin for campgrounds. A selfish request. I've never done a log cabin build. I don't know how that would be. There'd be a lot of work in doing one of those. I would suspect. I don't know. Maybe sometime in the future I could check it out after I get my layout up and running. I can mess around with some of these projects you guys are asking about. All right, we're at hour and 12. Actually an hour 13. So at 1:15 we're going to call it good. Well, could send questions in email and could pick out ones he wants to answer, either few or all of them. That's a good idea, Roy. That's a good idea. Lots of toothpicks for N-Sky. Yeah? You mean like this? All right, guys. One more minute and we'll call it good. I'm hungry. I need to go get something to eat. So you guys have the opportunity right now to start advertising your channels for the next couple of minutes. I'll let it go for a couple more minutes. So to advertise your channels, asking people to subscribe to you and you subscribe to them and so on and so forth. Make this a happy Friday night for everybody. Good night, John. Be looking for your t-shirts on Monday. Hey, Ron, thank you. Thank you for putting on the contest today. It was fun. Martin says more. Hello. Unfortunately, Martin, we're about ending this. Read Joe G's last pair. I'll read it later on tonight or tomorrow. All right. Well, Cheryl Crow needs one more subscriber to get to 80. So give us some love, guys. Go check out our channel and subscribe. Hey, okay, Stu, go ahead and work on your layout, but need to see some trains running here pretty soon. But you want to know the answer tonight. Come on, Roy. You know how hard it is for me to back up all the way on this thing? Are you talking about the one that how tall am I? What's your sign? Do you like the long walks on the beach? No, I didn't. I just said it. Is that what he said about how tall I am and do I like long walks on the beach? Well, I tell you what, I appreciate Joe being here tonight. It's rare because, like I said earlier, he is. Oh, thank you, Ralph. I don't know what happened there, but thank you. There you go. And yeah, check out Ron New Haven Rails. He's got an awesome layout. And he does wood structure laser kit builds. So you might want to go check out Ron's channel. He's also thinking about t-shirts. And Ron, watch this video from the beginning when I start talking about the t-shirts. There's a lot of important information you need to know about before you commit yourself to giving people prices. So check it out and just listen to what I was saying there. Okay, guys, we're gonna call it good. We're at hour and 17 minutes. So talk to you guys. Hope you guys had a good time. I know I always do, hanging out with my buddies in my chat room here. And I hope you guys are learning something. You know, scratch building is easiest. What you can think, you can build. So anyhow, we'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.